Hey guys, it's Carolyn here. Today we're going to head over to Flanders, Four Corners in East Lyme, Connecticut to try out Tranquil Balance Float Therapy. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can do the sensory deprivation float. It's all in the same capsule, let me just put that out there, but you can do the sensory deprivation, which is what they advertise. You float in something like 800 pounds of Epsom salt in an enclosed room that's heated up to 98 degrees, which is the same as your body. The water and the air temperature are the same. You can turn the lights off and the music off, and just straight out of Stranger Things, you can just float and maybe get in touch with your inner psyche. I'm just gonna try a beginner float, and for me, as a person that loves being in the tub, all my friends will tell you I love the tub. I'm just gonna try the floating part because I think that is so cool. The great thing about the float is that you have lights inside there, and you have underwater music, so if you just want to use it as like a meditation type experience, you can do that too. So this will be my very first float. I've never been before. I bought a gift certificate over the Christmas break, and I did have a woman bring me through the facility to show me what it would actually look like before I purchased it. There are different kinds of floats you can do. It depends on the facility that you go to. There are some that are like pods where they like close over you, and I know a lot of people who might be claustrophobic might not enjoy that, but this one is kind of cool because it has a glass door that opens into what looks like essentially a large tub. The ceiling kind of does one of these, and it slopes down towards your feet a little bit. I'm not sure why that is, maybe probably to like guide the condensation. I didn't look at any of the other rooms, like the massage rooms, or they do have other services there, but I was there. I'm gonna go there for just the floating. I'll show you all these things. I'll take some pictures and stuff and let you see what it looks like for yourself. But I have heard from many people all good things. I have not heard a single thing that that people were scared. Or the nice thing about the door situation is that if you do get kind of claustrophobic or you start freaking out a little bit, you can just push the door open a crack. It will let some of the cooler air from outside the room in, which might, you know, if you're really going for that sensory deprivation sense, like, then having the cool air is going to absolutely affect that vibe. But, you know, I have heard from everyone, the first time is more like getting acclimated to it, and then the second time is much better. You know what to expect the second time, and you're a little bit more relaxed. You know, we're not used to floating on our backs and being completely weightless and then being in an enclosed space. I'm sure probably almost anyone that's never floated hasn't had an experience like this before. So we're gonna try it out, and then at the end of this video I will give you my initial reaction, and I'll give you a little sneak peek into what it's like. Okay, so there's a lot going on in here. Towels, definitely have to wear earplugs. Got some slippies, and we'll go down there for after. You must shower before. And it's a nice glass door. And there's a bunch of controls in there. So I'm gonna take a shower, and I'm gonna see how this goes. Okay, I'm kind of nervous. Hey, what's up you guys? Carolyn here. I just got out of the float. You can see my hair is wet. I did a 60-minute float at Tranquil Balance, and I have to say it was pretty cool. My first reactions are as a person who does have ADD, it's a little hard for me to sit still. Definitely sitting still, being still for an hour was hard, so I definitely ended up squirming around a little in the end, but it was just so hard not to, because you really, I mean, obviously you know you float, but like when you lay in it and you're just weightless, it's a really, really cool feeling. It's a cool feeling. And you're like, whoa. And there's a pretty big speech in the beginning about what everything does. It was kind of hard to remember some of it. I did have to leave the light on for the whole time because I accidentally turned it off, and then I freaked out because when you turn the light off, it's pitch black, and I couldn't do that. But there were some really low lights. You could change the color. Blue was a little brighter, and then there was green, and then I chose like a deep red, and then I did like a very like dim blue to change the mood of red. Felt kind of like intense, and it didn't help that I listened to conspiracy theories before I went in there, so I was kind of like, oh my god, like, but anyway. The number one thing I'll tell people, do not shave your arms or legs before going into this, because if you have a cut anywhere, salt will find it. I did get salt in my eyes once, and they do have like some water, like a spray bottle and a cloth inside, which I definitely used. But the other issue I had, other than salt water, which everyone's gonna have a little bit, I mean, the water comes up right around here, so you can act like if you move too much, it will touch the corner of your eyes, but your head does stay. Actually, I'm still really hot. I'm in the car, and it's like probably 40 degrees out, and I'm like, ugh, my body is so warm. It makes your skin feel super, super smooth while you're in there, like almost like what I would imagine like a dolphin or something. Like you feel like a mermaid. I felt like a mermaid in there. I definitely did. I had to take off my jewelry. Nothing on I had my hair tie on my wrist. I had to take that off, because definitely anything that's in there with you or on you, you will feel. Rings, everything. So what ended up happening, the only thing that bothered me, and this is something I can fix, is that because my hair is so super long, and I took it out and I let it flow free, and it just goes like out in like all directions. After a little while, maybe a half hour, I did feel like a piece of hair fly by, like not connected to my head, you know, like when you go in the shower and your hair comes out, like a lot of my hair came out, just because my hair is usually in a bun and I don't brush it. But I did brush it pretty good before I went here, so I didn't think it would be too much of a problem. But probably next time I'll put a braid in my hair to make sure like I don't have like strays, because you feel that. It's one hair, you feel that so, not intensely, but you definitely know it's there, because it's the only thing that you feel. And after like a while being in there, your body gets this like layer of like, I don't know how to explain it, this like glossy layer. So if you touch yourself underwater, like your legs or something, it's like slippery, like a dolphin or something. I don't know. I definitely had trouble with the meditation part, just because that's my personality. But and I did try turning off the music, because there's underwater music. You can like lower it, you can turn it all the way off, you can turn it way up. It's just like, you know, it sounds like aquarium music. It's just like some boom, 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 boom. But when I turned it off, I felt like too quiet, because I'm a person that sleeps like with my fan on. I don't like complete silence, and I don't like to be completely still. So I was hoping that because of the bath-like element, I'd be able to get past that stuff and be able to meditate. But I still think I got some good feelings out of it, and some good I got a good experience out of it. I would do it again, absolutely. I did stay still for a long time, but in the end, maybe like 5-10 minutes before she turned the light back on, like there's another light that's brighter, I did flip over and start like floating around, and you really have to be careful, because my hair felt like 1,000 pounds when you pull it up, because it's like loaded with salt now. And it just runs down the front of your face. So if you flip over, wipe your face before it touches your eyes, because the salt in your eyes, this isn't like the ocean, like it burns. So but I really liked it. I will do it again. My skin feels soft. The shampoo, conditioner, and body wash they give you is really nice and smells really good, and I really enjoyed it, and I think you guys should try it. If you're not sure, just get, they'll show you it. If you're not sure, like, if you'll like it or not, just ask for like a tour, because that's what I did before. I did it over in December, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm not super claustrophobic, but I'm afraid of getting stuck somewhere. It's a clear glass door, as you saw in my video, but yeah, give it a try. I definitely recommend trying this. So that's all I can think of off the top of my head. But I definitely didn't fall asleep, and I didn't go into like a dreamlike state, just because it was so hard for me to just let go. And a lot of people experience that on the first try. So if you don't have a super great experience on the first try, go a second time and see if you can really like get into it, and just let yourself just float free. And you are naked. There's no bathing suits. You're naked. But it's cool. So go get naked and float around any slime. We'll see you next time. Bye.